With the weather department, it's been warm and nice. A little cool this morning, though. It's still the fire threat.
Yeah, I know. It's cold this morning. You wouldn't think that the fire threat would probably be that big of an issue today. And it's certainly a lot lower, but there is still the fire threat today. In fact, we're still tracking a fire that popped up, I'd say about 30 minutes ago in southern Grady County. You can kind of see it on infrared. The good news is in the last 10 minutes or so, it has lessened. So it's starting to, it looks like the fire departments are getting a good handle on it, but Jim Gardner's going to go down there and he's checking it out nonetheless. But here's the thing. I talked with Marty Logan and he said that 4 fire departments are on this fire. So it looks like, you know, I think it'll be just fine. It looks like it is shrinking. But looking at Next Gen Live, you can see where the smoke is coming in out of. It's about 6 miles just east of Rush Springs. And the wind's coming in out of the north today. So the smoke is blowing off to the south, so on the west sides of Bailey. So just zooming in a little bit closer, it probably started somewhere between County East Road 1540 and 1560. So there's Rush Springs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, about 6 miles east of Rush Springs. So most of today is going to be fairly quiet, but the fire threat's still there. It's just going to be a lot lower. The Star Integris camera, part of our Lucky Star SkyCam network, blue skies, 46 degrees. Today, the wind's out of the north at 14 miles an hour. Wind gust right now at 23, so it feels more like 40 degrees. Temperatures in the mid and upper 40s across north, lots of upper 40s, low to even mid 50s showing up now across the south. But that wind today out of the northwest between about 15 to 25, but we are seeing wind gusts as high as around 30 in parts of western Oklahoma, but just east of Rush Springs, we've had wind gusts around 25 miles an hour. Relative humidity low, but not nearly as low as yesterday. So today we're back in the 30s and 40s, so that's going to work in our favor. The cold front that came through yesterday, it did bring some rain and storms across eastern Oklahoma as far west as Stillwater, picking up a little over 1/10 of an inch there. A couple of severe storms in the far east, but the rest of us, we are lacking with that rain. And because of the drier air overnight last night, temperatures got down into the 20s in the northwest, low 20s in the Panhandle. We got down to 37 degrees here in Oklahoma City, and we are expecting another cold night tonight. So this cold front now well off to the east, and behind it, it is fairly quiet. We're going to stay cool for the next couple of days. Temperatures won't get out of the 60s tomorrow and Friday, but as we get into the weekend, we're going to improve temperature-wise. It does look warmer. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds, but I really don't see any rain for quite a while. Temperatures in the 70s this weekend, so great for Easter weekend. As we get into next week, though, we will have to watch as the temperatures start to go up. The wind starts to increase a little bit as well, but the next storm system doesn't look to arrive until probably at the end of the next week, and that's eventually going to bring our next chance of rain and storms. But today we're shooting for a high of about 56 degrees in Oklahoma City, the mid to upper 50s across north, some low to mid 60s across the south and southeast. Overnight tonight, temperatures should be dropping back down into the upper 30s here in Oklahoma City, 40s across the southeast, but upper 20s and low 30s across the north and northwest. So zooming in a little bit closer to the metro, I'm going to go with about 33 in Guthrie, 34 in Edmond, 33 in Piedmont, 36 in Norman, about 37 overnight tonight in Pink. So with that being said, in central Oklahoma, it does include the metro. We're looking at the possibility of frost for some of us, but the farther north and west that you go, it's going to be a lot colder. In fact, in the Panhandle, we could see another hard freeze. Tomorrow afternoon, the wind's still going to be out of the northeast. Temperatures in the low 60s. It's still going to be a little breezy. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s across the southwest. And then on Friday afternoon, we go into the upper 60s. So warming up a little bit more as that wind begins to shift to the east and the southeast. This weekend looks even warmer. Temperatures in the 70s. I think by Easter Sunday, we're going to be at about 75. Not a whole lot of wind. It's going to be out of the south next week, though. Looks warm and breezy. We're going to have to watch that fire threat until we can get a decent rain in here. We'll be right back.